Well, then let's talk about form. So with running, form is the most important thing, and people just don't really think about running form or running technique as like a thing. Like, you always think about form and technique when it comes to like big lifts, whereas in running people just run and don't really think about it, when it is genuinely super important. If you want to become a really good runner and a really efficient runner, you have to have good form. You have to work on your form. Right, I'm going to start with feet and then work my way up the body. So, foot striking, you want to be landing in the middle of your foot or the balls of your feet, and it makes this pitter-patter sound, especially when you have high cadence. If I overstride or land on my heel, this is what it sounds like. I'm rolling my heel, and this is not good because my heel, my foot is going way further in front of my body, and that is inefficient and puts too much stress on your body. So you want to be landing in the middle of your foot like this. Okay, coming up the body then, with the knees, you want to be lifting your heel up towards your bum rather than your knees up towards your face or the direction you're going. And the reason is because you want to power off from the ground rather than pull yourself forward. You want to be engaging your posterior chain. So your posterior chain is anything on the back half of your body. You want to be engaging that as much as possible. You want to pick up your heels, and ideally you want no window from when your knee is picked up to the other leg. So what I mean by that is, if I overstride, you'll see that you can see through my legs, whereas if I run picking up my heels, I'm engaging my hamstrings and I'm powering off from the ground rather than reaching forward. Okay, coming up to the torso then. So this is really important. With your chest, you want an ever so slightly lean forward. And the reason for that is you want to lead with your heart. So when you're practicing all this running form, remember, lead with the heart. So your heart should be, when your foot lands, when your left foot lands, that should be underneath your heart. And then you know that you've got slight forward lean and that you're nice and upright. And then also with the torso, remember what I said about posterior chain, engaging your hamstrings to push off from the ground rather than your quads reaching forward to then overstride. The posterior chain also goes into your back, so you want to pull your shoulders slightly back, pull your elbows slightly back, and really engage that posterior chain. And coming up to the arms then, so the arms, you want to be moving them in the direction you're going, which is always forward when you're running. You don't want to be doing like a mixing bowl thing, which is what I used to do. Yeah, so make sure that your arms are helping you run, and they're going up and forwards and backwards when you run, and they're aiming you in the direction that you're going. You want them to be helping rather than moving side to side. That's wasted energy. You want them to be forward and backwards. And then as to how much you swing them, it's best to, when you're looking forward at the direction you're going, keeping your head nice and upright. You want your hands just to go at the bottom of your vision, and that's it for running form. So every single run that you do, you should be practicing on becoming the most efficient runner. Practicing your form, practicing all of the other videos, getting your ground contact time down, getting your vertical oscillation down, getting your cadence up, focusing on your form, maybe watching some other videos about it to get it really clicking. And then most importantly, on all of your easy runs, you should be practicing this form to the best of your ability on every single easy run, and all the hard ones as well. But it is harder because when you practice something when you're not fatigued enough, it becomes second nature. And then when you are fatigued and you do go for longer runs and you are hanging out and you are tired, it becomes automatic. because it's second nature, you've already practiced it so much. So go out there and practice. Go and listen to some tracks that have 170, 175 beats per minute and match your cadence to that, and go and practice all this form and become a better runner.